sent Kelly a phrase of, you know how on Facebook you get those images and someone's overwritten it with a saying, and I love those. And I sent one recently, and it said, a great leader is someone who creates leaders who can go on and who are creating other leaders. And I think when you have a mission and a purpose that's very much predicated on something that you've seen, your aha moment, how do you distinguish between, okay, this is the stuff I'm going to focus on, and you talked about putting in the hours, and how do you decide I'm allowing to give control of that thing to some other leaders within my organization? Because I think that's something I definitely grapple with. Like, where do I relocate the leadership of this, and how, on what premise am I allowing it to go?
Really good question. I think, so in this particular business, there's 3 of us who are partners, business owners, and directors. And I'm sure they'd save me, hopefully in a nice way, but it's tricky with them. She'll try and, like when it comes to so many decisions, they'll run most things by me to get that approval, I think, because they know that I'm a bit more particular on the details. But yeah, I think I'm noticing more that to step away a little bit and allow their decisions in their departments to really be theirs. So the nice thing about between the 3 of us is that we have very different strengths and very different backgrounds and very different abilities. So mine's probably more the technical knowledge, and I take care of more the design and visual side of things as well. And then with my other partner, she's, more about the exposure, the marketing, the social media side of things, and all the stuff that I have no idea about. And I'm happy to leave with her because I don't even get that world, and how you organise information and how you track what leads to what, and in terms of sales and posts and all of that. And then the other business partner, he's very good with he runs the logistics and the warehouse and the postage of everything and ordering the raw materials and the money side of things. So again, that's stuff that I go, no idea, happy for you to do that. So we kind of all have strengths that don't cross over very much at all. So that makes that part of that easier. But I think, yes, gosh, if I was in business with someone who had an equal interest in how things might look and feel, and a different opinion on, maybe no, actually we should put that in there, not that ingredient, I'd struggle. Probably, I have to sort of own that part of it. And I don't think it would work because you've got to somehow make these strong decisions based on, all those 3 areas of business, I guess. And it's nice that they go, no, I have no idea about that. Emma, you decide on that. You do the research on that. And I'm the same when it comes to anything from their department. So, having a nice, diverse mix directors.
Surround yourself with the right people, which is something another of our guests talked about yesterday.
Yeah, it's such a common theme.
Helen, yeah. Have the right team around you at all elements of growth. And sometimes that team has to change because you've gone to the next level. Have you found that? Like, have you changed team as you've gone along a bit because of that?
Well, I think too, when you start to realise there's something that not one of us can do very well, or there's another element to the business that we, again, hadn't really foreseen. We now have another employee who can take care of that side of things. So, constant ebbs and flows, and we're all learning, and we're about to embark on a new strategy within the business and how the website runs, which when it comes to technical stuff of the techie kind, that's a whole other language which I don't understand. So we've got people coming to do that I can trust, and they can give me the dumbed down version of what's actually going on, and I'm like, okay, good, I'm okay with that. But I think as things evolve, and now with different technologies coming into the world, even in the last 5 years, so much has changed completely. You've got to rebuild your entire website again, and how it works, and how the funnels work, and how the information is organised within your site, and it's way beyond me. I'm way too old school when it comes to all of that. Me getting onto your podcast tonight, that's enough of a challenge for me, finding the right link to things. But just give me, give me the papers to read and the information to read and document that. I'll do that stuff and I'll make things look pretty. But yeah, the marketing side, that's why I think too, my part of the business, I don't feel like I'm the business person. I feel like I'm just that one behind the curtain doing all the fun stuff and the mad scientist stuff.
Yeah.
Leave me alone with a Pantone book and, PubMed, papers to read. I'm happy. But strategizing part of the business, that's what I'm also having to learn.
Let me ask, I've got two questions. So you've referred to yourself, and I hope this is okay to say, even in our messages, you've said, oh, well, I'm just like an OCD doer, right? So an OCD doer.
A recovering perfectionist.
And a recovering perfectionist, you said as well. And I'm sure you know this because I've seen you be in tune with other businesswomen all around the world. Like, what would you say to other women who have it that they're like perfectionists and their OCD tendencies, creator tendencies? Like, what's your message to them about how they can believe in themselves and like drive their products forward and grow their businesses? What do you want them to know?
I had a conversation maybe 15 years back or so with a friend of I think he was even a Pilates client, but anyway, he did business type work with different business owners, and I had a general chat with him about some business ideas I had at the time. But he picked up from me how my perfectionist tendencies, I think, that I was halting because, but this, I'll do that when that's right. And I don't have enough money for this bit. I want to do this properly. But when I find the right person for this, and I wasn't going to go anywhere. I was just going to be stalled forever. And he just looked at me and he goes, analysis paralysis. And that really struck me because I thought maybe before then, if you talked about perfectionism, I almost saw it as a strength. Do you know what I mean? Well, you're striving for perfect. So how bad's that? But when he put it as analysis paralysis, like you're paralyzed, like you're not going to do anything, you're stuck. I was like, oh, that's a terrible thing to have. Mm. And I was like, I don't want analysis paralysis. I don't want to be paralyzed. I want to be doing and moving forward. And it made me from there on, when I tried to do something so perfectly, I'd still try, but I would eventually stop at a point and just have to let it go, where I might have previously just pushed on, and then just never actioned anything at all.
Yeah.
So you don't want to have analysis paralysis. And actually the example he gave me, which I can so clearly remember, here I was telling him all the reasons why I hadn't started my business and why, and when it all happened, when. And at the time he had a Apple MacBook, laptop, which must have been, 15 years ago. And he said, look at this Apple MacBook. He goes, it's brand new. He goes, I love it. Isn't it beautiful? I'm like, yes, it's Apple. And they do things so well. And he goes, but feel this. And underneath the laptop, it was really hot. And he goes, it's only been on for about half an hour, but it gets overheated really quickly. And he said, that's not perfect. He said, but do you think that Steve Jobs or whoever was designing this particular model, they went, that's still not 100% perfect. We're not going to launch it. They might never have launched anything. He said, but what they do is they'll launch a model of a product, and then within 6-12 months, you've got an update. You've got another update coming. So they get to keep tweaking it over the years. But in the meantime, they're still launching products and still selling products.
Yeah.
Even though in the back of their minds they go, one day we'll do that update, but at least they launch something and then they update it. So we said, put something out there. You can always tweak it, improve it, remake it, repackage it, relogo it, all the things.
So good.
It was reminding me, just do something. Start with something.